What up, peeps? Welcome back to the flip side. As you can see, it's here. My tier list for the Booster Course Pass. After all, we have the final one out. I played them all. It's time to rank all the stages. And I'm about to give a bunch of opinions that you guys aren't going to like one bit. But before we get started, I do have to give a very short and sweet shout out to a new artist that recently gave me another sub. Reach out to her if you want anything done for a low price. She offered me a low price. So just keeping my end up here. And she's in my Discord server. Join that. Talk to her if you want something cool done, like a YouTube icon or something like that. But without further ado, let's get into the tier list. So, real quick, just going to go over, what's going to go in each tier. S tier is just going to be the creme de la creme. A tier is going to be the ones that are, really cool, really deserve to be in the Booster Course Pass. Then we got B tier, which is like the just okay sort of courses, but they're still replayable. We got, and then the C tier, it's like, not really my first choice, but I can play it if I want, or if they want. And then D tier, just the absolute worst tour courses, which is basically going to be in here, because those are the absolute worst courses in the Booster Course Pass. So, so if I place any of the courses in D tier, I'm not really going to say much because they don't really deserve my breath. So, to start off, we have the amazing Mario Kart 7 Rainbow Road. Possibly the top 3 tracks in the Booster Course Pass. My personal favorite, by the way. I'd say Mario Kart Wii Rainbow Road is right below this one. I mean, the road just looks so pretty. First of all, you're going around the rings of Saturn, then you're going on the moon. I don't want to hear what you guys have to say about the moon, okay? It was the moon, okay? The fact that we were racing on the moon should be enough for you, alright? And then you're going in this little tube with booster pads, and then you can either choose to boost off onto the road, or you can go into your glider and go through all these little speed holes right there. I don't know what you call them. And yeah, just there a lot of twists and turns and just stuff that just keeps your attention span going for all of you YouTube short scrollers and TikTok watchers. So there you go. Possibly the best Rainbow Road to ever exist, actually. So just keep that in mind. First of all, I just want to say that Mario Kart 7 had the best lineup of courses, like, in the history of Mario Kart. Alright? So, I'm going to be putting a lot of Mario Kart 7 courses up high on this list. We're going to be here for a while, folks, so get yourself a snack. Maybe a coffee, a drink, make a tea, listen to this in the background, spill your coffee over your blood pressure rising over one of my opinions over a tour track. So, just the whole kit and caboodle here. Next up, we got Maple Tree Way, S tier course. Beautiful. The music, I sort of like the music better for Mario Kart Wii and Mario Kart 7. Oh, look, another Wii track they put in Mario Kart 7. It's a super fun track. You're racing on this beautiful maple tree. The leaves are just falling everywhere. And you got the wigglers, of course, walking around. Even though it's a nice, beautiful course, doesn't really have much going on, it's still really nice to look at. It's like eye candy, I could replay this track over and over and over again and not get bored. Alright, here we go. This is going in here. Alright. Boo Lake. I'm going to give it a B. You know, I put this one in A tier, I think, last time. Or did I? Maybe I had more tiers, but I'm just going to simplify it this time. I'm putting it in B because, you know, it's not a track that I would have chosen to put in the booster course pass. It's not even a course that I would even, you know, choose to play. Because, you know, there's just so many other courses here that just beat out Boo Lake of all tracks to put in the Special Cup. You know, it's the Special Cup alongside Wave 6. You know, you got your track with Rainbow Road. That qualifies as a Special Cup. So Boo Lake, it's short and sweet, basically, is what it is. You're racing on. It feels like you're going fast. Like for some reason, you race and it feels like you're going fast. Like you're going 175, 180 on a 150cc mode. I don't know. Maybe it's all the boosts and the drifts, and just the music is very fast paced for a sort of, you know, mansion theme. I really like the music too. And they made the track look really good, and they actually put the lake part in Boo Lake. You know, you could drive underwater in the freaking part where the pier, or whatever it's called, the boardwalk, whatever, sort of cracks off and sinks. So they really put the lake in Boo Lake alongside the little bonefish things from when, you know, you were in a haunted house stage and you had those little bonefish things in the water chasing you. So, not a track that's bad by any means, but they did the job, basically. And they did the job well, so there you go, Nintendo. Alright, Rock Mountain. I'm going to put Rock Mountain in A tier. And I know the graphics were not that good on this one, you know, but it's, as I would usually say, it's not all about the graphics. Alright, you gotta focus on the gameplay more. I mean, if you're focused on the graphics, you might as well just go to a museum and go critique art. Because when you're critiquing a video game, it's about the game, the gaming, not how it looks. Alright? How it looks should be, I don't know, a secondary or a third sort of priority to when you're critiquing a Mario Kart track of all things. So, another Mario Kart 7 stage. Mario Kart 7 got surprisingly a lot of love. You know? Oh, you know, want to know why? Because it has the best tracks in the entire series. So, anyway, back to Rock Mountain. You're on this huge mountain, of course, and you're going through a little through a little, you know, mine shaft section with bats. And then you're gliding over the forest for a pretty long while. There's pipes to sort of, you know, boost you up into the air a little more if you feel like gliding. And, you know, I think Rock Mountain really symbolizes, you know, the gliding section in Mario Kart 7. They just had to add a gliding section in I think every single track, just because that was the new thing they were introducing in Mario Kart. But the only critique I have of Mario Kart 7 is that they were, like, overdoing it with the gliding sections. I mean, there's just some tracks where it's not even needed. Like, what was it, Mario Circuit 2 or 1? Where it's just the gliding section lasts like 3 seconds. Anyway, then you're going up this huge hill where there's, you know, the round little rocks going down toward you, and there's boost pads. And then after you get to the top and you're gliding, you get to go over a little shortcut from the air being boosted out of the pipe. I don't know. I can't really articulate it in super duper good detail, but yeah, there's a shortcut in the very beginning of the stage. So anyway, not a bad track at all. Anyway, all right, boom. Okay, let's put Merry Mountain in C tier. You know what? I'm not gonna hate on this one, but I don't hate it. I just wish that it could have just been a little bit better. It could have had a little more. Like, I know that in the beginning you could go on the train tracks, but that's about it. I mean, after that, it's just going up a hill and going down. There's like no fucking boost panels or anything like that, except for the very end where you fucking boost right before the finish line. I mean, that's it. That's it. Merry Mountain, more like Midi Mountain. Anyway, boom, going in there. Alright, next. I forgot. Riverside Park? Or is this Lakeside Park? I think this is Lakeside Park. Fuck, I don't remember. They both seem so similar in GBA, I don't remember. Lakeside Park, I'm gonna put it in B tier. You know, I actually like this one. I like this one as much as I do Boo Lake. I mean, the GBA courses were pretty hit or miss, and let me tell you, Riverside, or was it I think it was Lakeside Park. Lakeside Park was a hit, just like Boo Lake. You know, it's short and sweet, but it's a good looking track. I mean, it's nice to look at, just like Maple Treeway here. Guys, I'm trying not to say all the time, so if there's these little pauses in the middle of my sentences, it's just me trying to articulate my thoughts. You know, I'm sick and tired of hearing myself go, and, you know, yeah, stuff like that. So, that's just me trying to articulate my thoughts. So I just had one right there. Anyway, while you're driving, you have these cute little walking piranhas. I mean, they're just so cute to look at. You just wanna follow one around, and just see where it goes. Where does it go when it reaches the waterfall? Does it just walk off? I never experimented with that before. I don't know what happens to them. Did they just fall into the water, the poor things? I mean, I just want to protect them. I want to put them in a little cage, or I just want to take one, put one in a little pot, or put them in a playpen and just let them rummage around all those little dog toys. They're cute little things. Anyway, the piranhas just are a nice touch to the stage. Otherwise, it would probably be a little bland. I mean, there's just two little ramps that, you know, give you a little boost, but that's it. You know, besides it looking nice. Anyway, next we have DK Summit. I love this one. All right, it's one of the best that they ever could have brought back. Let me tell you, most of the snow courses in the Boost Course Pass are pretty good, except for this little guy right here. Anyway, the one notable part of this course is the skip that you can do when you're going down the mountain. I never mastered it. Like, I never took the time out of my day to master it. Like, every time I tried to do it online, I would pay the price. I think the only one critique that I have, or the only two critiques that I have of this course, is the gliding section after you're being boosted from the barrel is just too long. I mean, make it shorter. It's the same sort of thing with Maple Treeway. I meant to say that earlier, but Maple Treeway, the straight shot glider section is a little long. Also, if you miss the skip in the middle of the stage in DK Summit, you don't fucking get picked up by Lakitu until you're almost in the pitch black darkness. I mean, you really gotta just watch yourself. Don't even do the skip online. It's not even it's not worth it unless you're a nerd. Anyway, it's still a fun track. I mean, I love trying to perfect the half pipe into the speed boost panel little ramp, the speed boost panel ramp into the section where you have to do more speed boost panels. So I like that a lot. Anyway, Yoshi's Island. You know, this one's overrated. I know, guys. It's so good. It's like one of the best. It's so beautiful. It's so original. Oh my god, the music was good too. Oh my, the graphics. Wow. The part with the thing you have to touch the question mark cloud, and then the section with the red bars comes down. You can skip the shortcut at the end. Sorry to tell you, but besides looks, this stage ain't shit. Alright, there's barely any ramps. There's one gliding section, which ain't shit. There's two, which ain't shit. I mean, the only notable thing that I remember from this stage is that there's a lot of Yoshi's Island references, you know, the little animals that get in your way, and the music. It's the same sort of theme from the game, guys. LOL. It's the question mark cloud from the game, guys. LOL. Check that out. And yes, I do like the coins. I do like the Yoshi coins. Alright. But there's not a lot of like cool tricks you can do. The part where you can get a boost from the water coming out, from the air coming out of the hole in the ground in the water, doesn't even benefit you. It doesn't even like make you go faster. It just kind of lifts you up in the air. But it's just the looks and all the little guys from Yoshi's Island and the music and the coins. That's it. Okay, the only thing that I really remember is the little red road that would come down in the air when you pop the cloud. That's it. I mean, not really much to it. I mean, okay, there's some stuff to it, but if you look past it, there's not much inside. I mean, the packaging is really decorative, but then you go inside, there's nothing in there but an empty fucking box. Alright, Bangkok. I didn't like this one. Mario Circuit. Blah. I mean, this one kind of missed a little bit. I would have preferred the Mario Kart 7 one, to be honest. It's got so much more. It looks so much better. And the one from the GBA or the one from Mario Kart Wii, that one was better too. I mean, this one, I mean, the piranha plant shooting the fireballs is cool, and the wiggler at the end is nice. But my main point is that this one, it's not an A tier. I mean, it's a Mario Kart circuit that's not as good as the one from Mario Kart 7, basically. It should have been Delfino Plaza. I mean, it was perfect. It was perfect. It was a perfect fit. But no, they just had to put another circuit track. You know, I think the problem with the Booster Course Pass is that there's so much more courses that deserve a spot, you know, and I know that the tour courses and the little nitro courses are just going to be inevitable, so you have to just hope for a banger course. And then, oh, maybe it's Airship Fortress. Maybe it's Delfino Plaza. Maybe it's Wario Shipyard. Maybe it's Dry Ruins. Maybe it's, something cool. No, they put another circuit track. I wouldn't have had I would not have had a problem with the large amount of circuit tracks and just road tracks if we didn't have these fucking tour courses and these nitro courses taking up other spots. And yes, I get it. Well, you have to have some circuits. Mario Circuit. It's the booster course pass. It's Mario Kart, dude. Okay, well, would you have preferred DS Mario Circuit rather than Airship Fortress or Dry Ruins? I mean, give me a fucking break. Go in my comment section, press the gas as much as you want, but I'm just gonna do a fucking stupid comment award on your ass if you say something fucking stupid. Okay? Okay? I mean, seriously. You have to be built like a fucking trilobite to have these stupid little rebuttals. Anyway, next, I don't know what that fucking tangent was. Alright, Waluigi Stadium. I like this one a lot. It's not as good, and it never will be as good as Wario Stadium, or, Mount Wario. But Mount Wario is like a completely different track. I don't know, I just like that one a lot. See, there I go saying, There are a few things to say about this track that I like and I don't like. It's not a bad track at all. Like, it's better than B tier. It really does deserve to go in A tier. I don't like the music. I mean, they could have done better with the music. I don't know what they were doing with the score, but it doesn't even feel like I'm going through a stadium. It feels like I'm going through a fucking clown yard, a fucking circus tent. It's not supposed to be a circus. It's supposed to be an exciting, stadium track. Even the music for Mario Kart Stadium was better than Waluigi Stadium's music. Anyway, I like what they did with the mud. They made it nice and wet, and I like the reflection coming off of the wet spots in the mud from the lights. That's a nice touch. I do like the half pipes. You can go up and then you can go on the top sections. I do like that a lot. The fire bars, and I like how they didn't actually add a giant piranha plant. They kept the little poster. The poster pop out. I like that. Staying original. Staying OG, man. I like that. So, props to Nintendo. Anyway, next. Vancouver Velocity. Is this one Vancouver Velocity? Yeah, it's Vancouver Velocity. This one's alright. It's not a fucking D tier tour track by all means, but Vancouver Velocity, it's a tour track. It's one of the better ones that, I wouldn't absolutely throw my controller if I lost. I threw my controller when I lost. I think I was playing Berlin. I lost in Berlin, and I was like, why did these fuckers have to choose a tour track? We could have had, I don't know, what was it? Coconut Mall, something, I don't know. We could have had a better track, and they chose Berlin, and I fucking lost, because, these tour tracks are like, have a spaghetti bowl of a map, and I'm just, I threw my controller. But, not much to say. Pretty lights, nice music, and I like the Goombas that are in the little rooftop pool. I always find these rooftop pools without a guard to be scary as hell. If I were rich as hell, I had one of these rooftop pools, I wouldn't go in it. If I did, I'd have to have a fucking gate over that thing, a net. some sort of glass wall. I mean, what if I was... I mean, I'm sure they're built a lot smarter so you don't just fall off. But still, just the illusion that you're gonna fall off, you know, if you're not careful. You fall to your death is just weird to me. And, you know, I don't know what the statistics are. Real quick, I don't know what the statistics are. But I'm not gonna look it up right now. For the deaths of rooftop pools. I don't know, talking about rooftop pools more than I'm talking about the track. But anyway. Oh, bleh. Oh, okay. Toad Circuit. Meh. Yeah, I really want to put this one in C. But because I have such a bias. Boom, there you go. Just, you know what? Bottom of B. By best. Bottom of B at best. I mean, seriously. They could have brought back Mario Kart. Could have brought back Mario Kart 7, Mario Circuit, but they didn't. They brought back this shithole of a track. Seriously, I mean, I know you want a starter track for the newbies, but seriously, you had to put this one in. You could have put in fucking Mario Circuit 3 in the beginning. And then you could have put in Mario Kart. You could have put in Mario Circuit in Wave 2. Anyway. I mean, sure, I guess the music is nice. And the balloons. And, you know, you can do a really long drift. But that's about it. This one's bottom of B at best. One of the many Wave 1 disappointments, honestly. Like, I wasn't even defending this track. I was like, well, Toad Circuit, I guess, exists, right? But it's fitting for Toad because he's such a pathetic character that he has to have such a pathetic track. Anyway, we still rolling? Yeah, we're still rolling. I don't know. I still don't 100% trust this new recording system because I don't know. I just downloaded it weeks ago and I'm like still getting used to it. It's really easy to use. You just press record and then it records, but I don't know if it's gonna crash at any time. I don't know. All right, Waluigi Pinball top track. There's no arguing. One of the most highly requested tracks. And, by the way, one of my top picks. Surprise, it got in. Flipside Vids isn't crazy. I actually have good taste in Mario Kart tracks. I actually have very fucking good taste. Because I grew up on Mario Kart 7 and Mario Kart DS. I didn't, however, grow up on Mario Kart Wii. And I'm a very unfortunate soul that didn't. So, anyway, I like what they did with the little design here. They made it look more arcadey. You know, I didn't really like the Waluigi statue from before in Mario Kart 7 and Mario Kart DS. Banger theme. The only critique that I do have of this track is that they could have added more to the little plain green sections. Or what color are they? Are they dark blue concrete? Anyway, the pinball does get in your way, and I like that little challenging factor. You have to sort of position yourself correctly or else you're going to get hit. And yeah, it's a very visually appealing track. And that's about it. It's really nice. It's really good looking. I could play on it again and again without being bored. Ever. Alright, next. We got Berlin. Wait, is it? No, this isn't Berlin. This is Sydney Sprint. I'm going to put it in C tier just because it's not a super duper trash piece of garbage junk pile track like the ones in D tier. It's got some more character to it. I like the music better, and it's just it feels faster. There's more to it, you know, and that's about it. I don't have much to say about these tour tracks. Should have been a retro track. I know I sound like a broken record because I'm right, of course. Oh, bleh. Okay, Mario Circuit. No. Boom. There you go. It's another one of the graphically disappointing ones, but you know, it's a classic, and the music's not all that bad. I like the track layout. That's about it. You can actually enjoy your, you know, pink drifts when, you know, it's just a straight shot, and you get to just enjoy the ultra mini boost through that little straight shot. You can just, it's like a reward. Anyway, and I like the little boost panel at the end. That's about it. Anyway, some of the shortcuts are a little iffy, but hey, you know, it's an SNES track, and you know, it's a Wave 2 track, you know. Anyway, God, I don't like this one. It should have been. I mean, you're gonna put these desert tracks in, and you're gonna make them fucking disappointments. Seriously, I mean, don't get me started on. Where is it? Yeah. Sunset. I forgot what it was called. Sunset Valley. Wave 5 Mario Kart Desert Track. Guys get to see my search history. Don't worry, I'm not watching sus stuff. This one, Sunset Wilds. Disgusting. Anyway, I'm not talking about that one yet. Talking about see, I forgot the name. This is how disappointing it is. It's how boring it is. Wave, yeah, okay. Wave 2. No, not Wave 2. Wave 2. Calamari Desert. Calamari Desert. Yeah. Calamari Desert is probably one of the worst Nintendo 64 tracks to even consider putting in the Boost Course Pass. We could have had Dry Ruins, and you know, I would have preferred Sunset Wilds, but guess what? Sunset Wilds was a piece of trash. So nope, that wouldn't have been better. That wouldn't have been any better, because that one's probably maybe a little bit worse than Calamari Desert, because at least this one has a more rewarding gliding section. This one actually has more character, and you can go. Yeah. But you know, we could have had better options, and we didn't have all these stupid tour tracks. It's a boring desert course. That's it. I mean, it's boring. It was boring in every iteration it was in. So I don't know what went through Nintendo's head. All these brainlets out there fanboying, fangirling over Calamari Desert. I don't understand. Anyway, it was boring in every iteration. I mean, do these people not get it? And yes, they changed up. They changed up the layout of the track. It wasn't just the same for every friggin' lap. But you know, if you didn't go on the gliding section, if you didn't take any of the shortcuts, it would be bland. I mean, the one part where you go up onto the ramp, onto the railroad. Yeah, that's the most exciting part, and it's only in one lap. So just take that into consideration. All right. Oh, there I go saying again. This one, another disappointment. It should have been, I don't know, Frap Snowland, or it could have been Sherbet Land from the Nintendo 64. But this one, the music wasn't good, the track layout isn't good, it's not visually appealing at all. It's another one of those hit or miss GBA tracks, which was a miss. Should have been a better track. We have better ice tracks out here. People, Nintendo, we have better ice tracks. I just don't understand. Alright. Let's see. Mushroom Gorge. A tier. I like it. You know. It's not quite as good as it was in Mario Kart Wii or Mario Kart 7, but it's still better than B tier. There's more character to it. I really like the look of the crystalline caves. You know, it's really nice. You got the purple ones, you got the blue ones, you got the green ones. It's really nice. And you still get the gliding section from the blue mushroom, which is nice. And you get a cool little skip if you're playing on 200cc mode at the end, where you can do the mushroom hop over the little dip and right to the finish line. So I think that's cool. I think a lot of stuff in this track is cool. The music was still as good as the past iterations of the track, and it'll always be one of my favorites. I think, I don't know, but I think this one was also in my most wanted tracks list from so long ago. Maybe I should go and you know what? Maybe I should go and re-watch it and react to it for you guys. Okay, next is because you know, if I reacted to this one and just saw how many tracks from my list got put into the game, it'd just be very refreshing. It would just be a reminder that I'm actually grounded with reality. I'm not an NPC. It would just be a reminder that I'm actually a human being. You know, I'm not a robot. I'm not a stupid Nintendo fanboy, fucking soy tour player. I can't wait till this one gets put into Tor. I can't wait till this one gets put into Tor. We'll make it worse, graphically and gameplay wise. Can't wait till it gets put into Tor. I can't wait till this Tor track gets put into a game that's 10 times better. And it'll still be probably as trash as it was in Tor. So anyway, moving on. Coconut Mall. S tier. I don't care what you guys say about the graphics. Alright, this course is still very fun to play. The music is very reminiscent of the past iterations. It's got little posters of other sort of locations and tracks. A lot of you people would make like predictions based off of the posters, and that was just stupid. Like there were some really stupid predictions. I don't even remember, but I just remember like just cringing. Anyway, I like how they kept the glider section though at the end. The only critique that I do have of this stage, I'm starting to lose my voice. The only critique that I do have of this stage is that the cars, they don't try to attack you in time trials. You know? But I do like and a lot of you are like, well, there used to be more cars in the past ones. Well, yeah, at least they made the only 2 cars in there fucking try to do a donut onto you, which I think is really cool. It's a nice touch. If we didn't have Coconut Mall in Wave 1, this had to have been the worst wave ever. Anyway, moving on. Peach Gardens. I like this one. A tier. There's just some of you out there that don't like this one. I don't know why. I wouldn't have preferred it, but I wouldn't have preferred Boo Lake or Peach Gardens, but when I actually played them in the Booster Course Pass, I was like, wow. I got blown away. I was like, they really did the job. Like, Nintendo actually put in the work this time. So, what do I have to say other than general opinions? I like the Chain Chomps running around. They kept them in from the past versions. I like the little statues. I like you can go through parts of the statues in the end with the glider section. I do like the part where they changed up the layout. Personally, I didn't think it was needed, but I like the layout change. It added some more character to it, Other than that, the music's nice. It's not... I could say it's visually appealing, It kind of reminds me of the Disney Gardens. Remember? There was the little Disney Gardens, that little section. Very beautiful. Props to the people. However woke Disney is nowadays, It's more California than anything, but however stained Disney's reputation is, I have to applaud them for the gardens. Very beautiful stuff. They make sculptures out of leaves. Very impressive stuff. I don't have a natural born talent. I don't have this stuff, and I envy people that do. You gotta appreciate art. Like, you gotta appreciate art. Which is why I look at this fucking trash that they put on my piece of art game that I love. Part of a franchise I grew up on. And I'm like, how dare you? Mobile games are not art. They're not art. They're products. Anyway, moving on. I go on these stupid tangents. I should just record myself for like a whole day and just see what comes out. Alright, next we have the bathroom track. Oh my god. I thought this was a pipe dream. I was in that Discord server that I got banned from, and people were like fawning over this bathroom track idea. Oh, since Mario's a plumber, Mario and Luigi are plumbers, it'd be nice to have a track based off their occupation. And guess what? It fucking came. What? What the hell? I mean, you made a track based off a bathroom. How low does it get? I should fucking put this shit down here. But you actually managed to pull off a bathroom themed track. That's what really is hilarious to me. They like, I'm pissed off, but I'm also sort of surprised at Nintendo's ability. The audacity to make a bathroom themed track and take up a slot that could have been put that we could have had, I don't know, Airship Fortress in. But no, we just have a bathroom track. But I'm also surprised that they actually pulled it off. It's not going to be a B. It's not going to be B or higher, because how could I put a bathroom track up here? Have you seen these people's tier lists? It's horrendous. It's something out of a cocaine dream. It's something of a fever dream. It's like you get high, and then it's like something you picture in your mind. It's like, did these people make their tier lists when they were popping pills? This is probably the best you're gonna get. This is the most realistic you're gonna get. If you're like a true fan, you're not like a tour player by any means. Alright. Boo-hoo. Track sucked. Alright. Choco Mountain. You know, it bottom of A tier at best. I mean, to be honest, bottom of A. That's it. Bottom of A. It's better than all of the B tier for sure, because there's just more to it. There's just more character. There's just more to do. You know, more to dodge. There's more stuff to look at. Choco Mountain. Basically, you're in a chocolate mountain. I don't know if it's called that because it's a chocolate mountain, or if it's because it kind of has the color of chocolate. Either way, it's not one of my first picks by any means, but it's still a fun track. Basically, I'm not a huge fan of the music, but it's fitting. Anyway, they really fixed it up from when it was in Mario Kart DS. Oh my god, such a bore to play through. Holy crap. Same thing with Mario 64. A lot of the tracks were hit or miss, but this one was a hit, you know. I don't know how people are fans of Mario Kart 64. It's got some bland ass tracks. I mean seriously. A Wario Stadium from Mario 64? What? We're gonna speed run this game. Okay. Time to sit through minutes of Wario Stadium. You know. Oh, look at how many faces are on the walls of Wario's ugly face. That's funny. Look how long it is. Oh, look, you can even fall through and you'll have to redo an entire section. Wow! Very interesting. Anyway, I like the little cave part you go in with the Shy Guys mining. I'm convinced that Shy Guys are just ore miners, you know. You know, cuz they were mining materials in Shy Guy Falls. I think that's a nice little touch they do, is they add the Shy Guys to add character. They add them doing something besides just standing around. That's cool. And then you got to dodge these incoming boulders on this little section here. And then you got the little hills that give you a little trick boost. So, not a bad track at all. More character in this one for sure than a lot of the tracks in B. Anyway, next, Shroom Ridge. I like this one. The music is a bop for sure. You know, every time I play it, I'm in my feels with the music. I'm like, you know, I could really be vibing right now, but I'm trying to avoid all these cars. So, I like all the little ultra mini turbos you can do throughout the stage. Really rewarding. And then you can do that little shortcut glider section through the grass. I like that. And there's the little underground, not underground, but a little, you know, dark little road section before the very end. I do like the shortcut where you get boosted by the clown car shooting up air. Very interesting stuff. Anyway, wow, we're almost an hour in. So, not a bad course at all. Not a bad course at all. Alright, Sky Garden. Sky Garden, you know, a lot of people hate on this one since it's from Wave 1. I like it. I like the music. I like a lot of things about this one. Though what I really, really hate, and this happened to me online, is if you fall, you get brought back all the way to the beginning. If you fall in the air, like if you think, oh, he'll just bring me to the end of the stage right before the finish line. No, he'll bring you to the very beginning, right where you have to go back on the glider section. It's infuriating. I lost a race. I got like 8th or 10th in online just because of this bullcrappery, honestly. This chicanery, this tomfoolery, this clown clown stuff, man. The mushrooms are a nice touch. We didn't have the mushrooms in the original iterations. The paratroopers are a nice touch. And I like the look of the beanstalks and the clouds. So that's about it. Not a bad course at all. Ninja Hideaway. I don't like this one, but it's the most interesting mobile game track to be put in the Booster Course Pass. The music is decent. There's a lot of different routes you can take. Reminiscent of a lot of, samurai stuff, and the pink trees are nice. The ninja shy guys are pretty nice, and I like the setting. I like the little temple here. That's it. But we could have had better, but of course we have Ninja Hideaway. All right, next we got, what's this one? Oh my god. Fuck you. Daisy Cruiser. I was going to say the Daisy Boat. Daisy Boat. Daisy Cruiser. I'm going to put it in A tier. All right. I wouldn't have picked this one. I don't think this one was in my list from a long time ago. Because I'm just not a huge fan of this stage at all. I was never a super big fan of it. But I like what they did. They improved it. They put the little Goombas in the water from Wave 4. I like that. And the music, just they did top notch on the theme. And they still brought in the moving tables. They didn't oversimplify it. They still have the moving tables. They still have the underwater section, which is a vast improvement from the 3DS version, might I add. So, oh look, another fan favorite course put in the 3DS game. Wow, check it out. All right, A tier. All right, next we got Moonview Highway. I want to put this one in B. I really do. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put it in B. I don't think it deserves to be an A, honestly. I mean, you know what? Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll appease you. I will. I'll do it. Moonview Highway. I was surprised that they put this one in. I looked at the banner for Wave 4 and I was like, is this going to be another tour track? And then I looked and I was like, oh yeah, it's Moonview Highway. Wow, I forgot that one even existed. Not really a bad course. It's a step up from Shroom Ridge though. It's a step up. The music is better. The scenery was better. The visuals were better. There's more booster panels, and it's just better. It's better than Shroom Ridge. So I guess I really should keep it in A. Wow, it's getting hot in here. Anyway, oh God, get out of my face. Okay, yuck, absolutely a disappointment. The whole concept of Sunset Wilds was that it was going to be sort of a Wild West sort of theme with cacti, and you got your western canyons. And you know why it's called Sunset? Because the sun actually sets and the daylight changes. That's the whole shtick. And they took that away. They just Thanos snapped it. Huge disappointment. The track layout is a mess. It's a mess to drive on. I don't like driving on this one. I can't even get comfortable. It's like, oh, okay, I'm supposed to turn. Okay, this was a really tight turn. Wow, And you have the stupid mud. I mean, oh, the mud adds to it, you know? It makes it worse. It makes it worse. You know who did mud better? Wario Stadium. And you know which Wario Stadium I'm talking about. So, I mean, just the music really isn't that good either. So they took the sunset out of Sunset Wilds. Now it's not even wild. It's just weird. So it's sun stays weird. Sun stays the same weird. Yeah. All right. Next we got Koopa Cape. You know, Koopa Cape. They really did the job on this one, although the graphics were not that great once again. I don't know what they're doing with Wave 5. You know, after Wave 5 came out, I was genuinely scared for Wave 6. I was like, my thought process was that if they have the audacity to just completely fuck up Wave 5, surely they're going to do the same with Wave 6. I mean, are they even learning anything? I guess they were learning stuff. I guess they watched my channel. And they actually realized, hey, this kid's got some points. You know, I see all these other NPCs talking about, oh, guys, Madrid and Rome, guys. You know, Calamari Desert, really cool. And hey, I guess they just had to put in Rosalina Ice World after they saw my video. They're like, hey, let's put in an actually good ice course this time. Besides the one good ice course, let's put in another one, just to prove that we can do it again. And they did. So thank you. I'll get to Rosa Ice World in a second. I don't know why this is here, by the way. I don't know why this is here. This is not Rosa's Ice World. Is this Rosa's Ice World? This right here, this is not Rosa's Ice World. Whatever, we'll just have to make do, I guess. Because this is not Rosa's Ice World. These are both Snowland. What the hell? Anyway, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, Koopa Cape. The music change is a little weird. I think they should have just kept the same sort of theme from Mario Kart 7 and Mario Kart Wii. The weird Wet and Wild style theme sort of thing they went for, along with, you know, Choco Mountain and let's see another one. Yeah, that's it basically. It doesn't really fit Koopa Cape at all. They didn't completely screw up the underwater section. They basically kept it the same. Although I don't like the very end. It just feels weird driving. But other than that, hey, it's Koopa Cape. How could you hate it? You know, it's Koopa Cape. So it's A tier. It's got more character than the B tier courses. Definitely. Anyway, what's this one? What's this one? I forgot. Is this one Vancouver Velocity? Dude, I don't even know. I don't even know, honestly. But boom, there you go. Wave 5 tour course. Wave 5 tour courses. Let's see. Where is it? Yeah, here we go. No, that's not it. Dude, I don't know. Honestly. Oh, why don't you know what you're talking about before you make a very long tier list? You know, you don't even know the name of my tour courses? Well, you got one thing right. they're not my tour courses. They're your tour courses. They're just forgettable too. Like, they're just forgettable. Oh, tour course, cool. That. It's like, if you're not a fan of the tour courses, why would you go back and play them in time trials? Like, I don't know. I don't know which one is Vancouver Velocity. I don't care. All right, Rainbow Road. Got to put this one up there. I mean, it's amazing. It's great. The music is phenomenal. Driving the track is just phenomenal. There's so many speed panels. There's so many like wavy sections that give you boost. It's great. They even kept the section where you go in the glider and it's the little straight rainbow thing. And hey, they didn't make it long like Maple Tree Way and DK Summit. They didn't make the straight shot glider section very long at all. And you know what's also a nice touch? They even kept the little section where you do the boost into the little rainbow thing onto the other one. You do a little 180 onto the next section. I like all the little paths you can take as well. The cool little circular little the circular ramp you can go off of from a mushroom. That's nice. And the entire track just looks beautiful. The road you're driving on is a piece of art. That's a piece of art. You look at these up here and then compare them to fucking the tour tracks and the nitro courses. Man, I don't know what this one is. There Piranha Plant Cove was here as well. And, I think this one's Rome. I think Rome Avanti is in here. That one was alright. And Madrid. I don't know. I think Rome felt like a combination of this one right here and Athens. But, yeah, that I don't have much to say at all. I only played them a couple times before I made this video because nothing even memorable came out to me at all besides how similar it looked to other tracks. Anyway, I guess we're just gonna make this one Rosalina's Ice World because the image is in here. I wish it was, but hey, Rosalina's Ice World, A tier. Probably a top 3 A tier track. First of all, I'm not going to complain about the music. The music was great. It's a visually appealing track. It's an actually good snow track. The whole thing is just beautiful. The underwater section was great, and the ice spikes are nice to look at too. They looked original. They didn't look like copies of each other from the 3DS version. So they did make one or two improvements from the 3DS version, which was the music and the little ice spikes in the little cave. I do like the little shortcut they put in right before the finish line. That's a nice touch. I like the creativity that Nintendo puts in sometimes, unlike this stuff. Wah, wah. Alright, next. Oh, look, we have the last 3 sort of retro courses. We don't have to freaking take a second out of our day to put in C tier, D tier. These are all going to be, above. Alright, Daisy Circuit. Daisy Circuit, I'm going to put in A tier as well. It's Daisy Circuit. I don't think it lives up to the original at all. I do like the section. I do like how they kept the section where you can go on that little mini road on the left. The music is nice. They kept the little stairway shortcut into the glider section overlooking the sort of circular donuts. It feels a little short though. It does feel a little short. I'm not a huge fan of Daisy, and I'm not a huge fan of her courses, so that's about all I have to say. It's still a good course. You know, I drive on it if given the choice. I would. Alright, so next I'm going to put in DK Mountain. I believe that's what it's called, DK Mountain. You know, it's nice. There's one or two parts where it feels like I have to take a really tight turn, you know, with my Ultra Mini boost, but that's about it. I like how they kept a little wavy boardwalk section right before the finish line. There's boulders dropping down. The look of the volcano, the face of the volcano is a vast improvement. In the original, and in the Wii version, it just had a little drawn on angry face, but now you can literally see the molten lava angriness in his expression. You can tell he literally just wants to erupt so much lava onto the stage, just mess you up. Imagine if I said erupt so much lava onto you. He wants to erupt on you. Anyway, alright. Good stage, A tier. A lot of character in it. I like the theme. I really wish they would have put in Dino Dino Jungle though. I like that course a lot better than I do DK Mountain. Anyway. And the graphics weren't really the best. Also. So, alright. Bowser's Castle. You know what? I really want to put it in S tier. I really do. I got a lot to say. And you know what? I'm gonna put it in S tier. The way how they made this one, just absolutely phenomenal. Just mwah, mwah, mwah. Thank you, Nintendo. Thank you so much for finally putting in a Bowser's Castle. I mean, finally, it took you long enough. You know, we have 5 Rainbow Roads, and we only have 2 Bowser's Castles. That's a disgrace. But anyway, enough about that. I already talked about that in my last video. Everything about this course is great. The graphics, great. Visually appealing. It's got a lot more to it. It's got so much more character than a lot of the other courses on this list. The music is amazing, and it's one of those courses where it feels like you're going really fast, sort of like Boo Lake. They made it so that it's short and sweet. You just want to. I could play this one over and over and over and over and not get bored. I just feel like I want to master it. Like, I want to be... It's one of my favorite courses. I just want to be so good at it so that, you know, I wouldn't be a poser, you know. I could gatekeep, you know. You have to be... Like, why are you a fan of Bowser's Castle and you're not even good at the stage, you know? I really wants me to be like that, but I'm not going to be like that. Anyway... What am I trying to say? Oh yeah, I like the installation of the little booster panel things. It's not just a little boring road anymore. They added these nice little walls, and it's a challenge to get on, which is something that I applaud Nintendo for. And they're much faster, by the way. They're much faster if you get on them, and the thwomps are in convenient places. They don't really get in your way besides in the very end. You can make very good use of the mud sections with the mushrooms, and One more thing I do want to say is that Bowser's Castle 3 is possibly one of the best choices that Nintendo could have made for a Bowser's Castle track. It's the bottom line for any sort of retro Bowser's Castle track to consider putting in a game. I mean, if they it encompasses Bowser. It really does. The whole mood of the track and the whole little style just encompasses everything about Bowser and his castles and his kingdom. I mean, just think about just a stone fort right in the middle of an ocean of lava. I mean, that's a really original concept. So, thank you, Nintendo, for finally appealing to the fans. So, this is my list. It's probably the best list, the most realistic list that you're ever going to see on this platform. Once again, sorry about not knowing which track is... I don't even know anymore, but... So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... Got S tier, got 3DS Rainbow Road, Maple Tree Way, DK Summit, Waluigi Pinball, Coconut Mall, Wii Rainbow Road, and Bowser's Castle 3. A tier, we got Rock Mountain, Waluigi Stadium, got wow, Mushroom. I can't believe I forgot it. Mario Kart 7. No, Mario Kart Wii. Mushroom Gorge. Mushroom Gorge, Peach Gardens, Choco Mountain, Shroom Ridge, Sky Garden, Daisy Cruiser, Moonview Highway, Koopa Cape, Rosalina's Ice World, Daisy Circuit, and DK Mountain. B tier, we have Boo Lake, Lakeside Park, or is it Riverside Park? It's either Riverside Park or Lakeside Park. Anyway, one of the parks, I think it's Riverside Park. Mario Circuit DS, Toad Circuit, Mario Circuit 3, Calamari Desert, Snowland, and Sunset Wilds. The rest of the tiers don't really matter to me. So, hope you guys enjoyed. I know this was a long one. I intended it to be a long one because I just had a lot to say. Hopefully I articulated my thoughts well enough. And without further ado, I will see you guys next week back on the flip side. Oh, one more thing. I wanted to do my 60 subscriber special. I want to thank you guys so much for sticking around and staying with me throughout my journey on YouTube. I can't thank you guys enough. I make these videos on a strict... I try my best to... And I know there have been a couple times where I uploaded on like a midnight on Wednesday. Midnight... Yeah, on Wednesday morning. But I really try. I try to keep a schedule for you guys because I know there might be some of you that wait every day on Tuesday for the new Flipside Vids post. And thank you guys so much. And thank you guys for all the views on my last video. I did not expect that. But Mario Kart Tour Prison Episode 4 is gonna have a wild twist. It's barely gonna have any humor in it. I intend for these to go darker and darker and darker and get more interesting as they go along. And without further ado, I will see you guys next week back on the flip side. Peace.